only way we can ever make a clean cut with them is to run 2 programs in parallel. And
Yeah.
control the other ones up and running and then
True.
make a change.
Okay, so what we came out of that, we did award the contract to Republic.
Yes.
The contract to be signed prior to, I would like to have it done no later than the 15th of May if we get that done. Meeting in the middle of the 15th.
There's a performance bond with that as well, isn't there? Yeah, okay, so I'll prepare that.
And I have the contract signed by the May meeting, or at the May meeting. And for trash pickup to commence on 1 June. And we need to put in the paper, and we need to make sure that everybody understands this, just like the lady back there mentioned. If someone has a written contract, which I don't know of any of them that do that, but has a written contract that says bill by 3 months, etc., and they cannot get out of it, we need to address it. Okay? Like I said, even though they bill 3 months, you don't even have a contract like that with your line phone. You do it with a cell phone, some of them. But a line phone, even though some of them may bill, and we cut out on the 12th, or a lot of bills we cut out on like the 12th of the month or what have you. You only bill for those 12 days. And those are the kinds of things. Ma'am, do you understand what I'm saying there? Anyway.
Well, the calls that have come into my office are exactly that. And it looks like the end of the 3 months is in March, so then it would be again in.
Okay, well, and again, and I'd like to know, when they call next time, and I'd like the lady back here, what company is she with? Okay? And then you contact that company, and I am sure the fact that they bill within 3 months, but to get a trash company to sign a long-term contract with, it's hard to believe.
Okay. So when I contact that company, what would you like for me to?
Say, we're going to have a trash company, this person is going to be, but the main thing is you're trying to find information.
Okay, all right.
If they do have an obligation for a period of time, we can take it up as far as, if they do have a written contract that says, yeah, you gotta pay me until the end of July, we gotta look at that, we gotta know it. Because I don't want a person to have to pay double, residential customer.
You're with Republic, and you can be ready to go in that time frame.
Yep, that's a good time.
This is Ron Howard.
And one more thing, Tom, I'd like to bring up. I mean, I want to clarify that I don't want to make it sound like I'm opposed to helping people over 70, because I could do that in a heartbeat if I could. But there might be different ways to do it. I mean, Dan back here pointed out something about Duke. I know there's some places that got programs where your bill is, it's a volunteer thing where you can round up. Say your bill's $36.48, if you want to round it off to 37, you got that option, and then you can build a bigger fund, and then that might help offset if we did offer to the elderly, whoever, cheaper.
There's
different options to look at.
I want to help out the elderly, and I started down that path.
Well, my mom and dad were saying, I don't want them to think I don't want to help them.
Yeah, but here is the thing that you and Beth and everybody brought up. We don't know enough right now to say we can or cannot do it.
Right.
And
Yeah, I just don't want to take a big hit our first year by doing that.
I don't either. And you're right. And if we've got the surplus next time, we can vote to say we're going to lower this or what have you. Because I think that that's an option that we need to look at seriously, very seriously.
I have good enough.
Mr. Connor?
Tom, in Bloomington, they had a problem with their trash. They padded their bill to make allowances for the following year's price increases. Even though they padded the bill, they didn't have enough money. They ran out.
I've seen that. I've seen that, and that's one of the things that we've looked hard to make sure we avoid.
And
Okay, and some of them have. I went down where I lived down in Florida. I went down, of course it's a big city, but I looked at their process, because there it's trash and newspaper, by the way, John. It's actually a city newspaper. But Anyway, it's trash, newspaper, and water and sewer and the sprinkler system. You know, they have to, that you have to pay all separate, it's all part of the utilities. But I went down there and I said, how do you do this and what have you, and how do you make sure? And they said exactly that, you've gotta keep track on it, you've gotta be on top of it, like right now. Once you do, it works great. The cities that have had it for years, you talk to them and greatest thing since sliced bread. But the ones that jump in, and the reason I retracted what I said, that jumped in and don't try to cover the cost, they get behind, and you're in for a long road there.
A lot of those are cities that have their own employees,
Yes, sir.
their own trucks. We are insulated by a company that gives us a firm bid for 3 years, and
So,
that's where most of that shortfall comes from.
you said that the reason that you needed to get recycling in this solicitation was because the town doesn't have the money to take care of the recycling.
No,
But if the town, if you billed for the $250 a month for recycling and took care of it in town, would the town have enough money then?
that could be discussed at a later date. We're not gonna try to ride that horse right now. You know, if we review this and we say 2 years from now, Ron, we're gonna do this ourselves, or 3 years from now, if the contract's up, we can look at things like that. But right now, as hard as this thing has been to try to get passed, no, we're not even gonna think about that right now.
I was just thinking of Ginger, I know she would like to keep it in.
Well, we're gonna have the recycling.
Move on.
Move on. Okay,
Put it on the-
next agenda, street water,
You have any
wastewater.
questions?
No, I didn't, I wanted to, I'll leave my email and stuff for you guys if anybody needs to contact me.
I do, I need to contact you,
Okay.
because,
Is it all right to say it out? I
Sure.
can just get it
Sure,
said.
I can
My
say it.
email is rhoward@republicservices.com, and, give you a second on that.
I have 4 contracts from 4 different towns, one of them with you, okay?
Okay,
But in order to give them to our attorney, to say, we want this from the town of Odon, so we make sure we got the bases covered,
sure,
to make, you know, and I would like one from you
okay,
that says, and I will send you an email, and if you'd send me one, I'd sure appreciate it.
yeah, no problem.
At republic.com?
Yeah,
Public
republic.com.
services, something.
My, kinda hesitant on this one, but my personal cell, 812-219-6287.
Didn't Tom tell you that my videos are online?
Yeah, well, maybe you'll look up the other Ron Howard then, you know.
Yeah, he does movies, yeah.
It's hard to find me because of him,
I
so.
was watching the news this morning, and you were one of the most influential men in America.